Excuse me if I seem extremely pissed right now. It's just that I come home to my room, after school, and my TV is very off center. It's pointing to the left a lot, as if like my dad tried to take the fire stick off. You have to take the TV out of the stand first, and then take the fire stick out of the HDMI port. And it looked like he just used force to push the TV to the left in order to try and take it out, and even though it wasn't took out, me give up or something. But no, I looked behind the TV and the screw was about to come out. So I asked my dad for a screwdriver, and he says, "No, it's an Allen key. The Allen keys are right below your bed." So I'll go down, take the Allen keys below the bed, find the smallest one I could get, and it wouldn't fit in. And that one was pretty tiny, so I'm thinking, what the fuck Allen key do you need? I've never seen an Allen key this small. Never mind one smaller than this. So I'll call my dad up again, and he's like, oh, that's not Allen keys, that's power drill or whatever. So let's fine, get some plastic thing, shove it in there, and just hammer at it with an axe. And now, no matter what I do, it is always off center. Anyway, just better not fuck up Siege, or even just me looking at it. Anyway, it's school on Tuesday, the 28th of March, 2023. Taxi took a long time coming today again. And when I got there, it was a guy with a really good looking car. It had like brown and cream leather seats. It looked expensive, and the reason why I'm mentioning this will become make me clear later. So even though I didn't feel like it, I got to the other school 1 hour late. So the day felt very short, at least at that school. So the teacher asked to see my film. Excuse my stomach. Doesn't help the fact that I have my phone pressing. Well, not pressing into my stomach, but just sitting on it. Kinda. God, I can fucking smell the oil and whatever on my hands. I hate manual labour because of this. This is the reason why I don't like manual labour. I know that seems stupid. Like, oh, I thought you hate manual labour because it's manual. But no, it's like, I don't like the smell of it. It has an oily smell even though no oil was involved. Anyway. Teacher asked the and of course I got nervous, but she actually said that she liked it. Especially when I explained to her that one of the characters, she called her a ghost. I never used the word ghost because I wouldn't call it a ghost story. Because her being a ghost implies that the story is real, when it's just a figment of the protagonist's imagination. But that was fine. Because of that, she suggested that I add an effect to the film. I looked up how to do that. And I followed the tutorial. It's like, for every scene that the character is in, hold Alt and then click onto the clip and pull it up. And that will duplicate it. And then you select the specific frame that you want to start at. And you hit edit, add freeze frame, and do some stuff from there. And Just didn't work for me. I might just add a sound effect or something. I'll just need to think of something. So I went to continue my evaluation because the teacher said that, I should add a couple things that I explained to her about the film into it, and I did that. And then I read no reviews, but as I said in yesterday's video, one coming soon. Taxi was early-ish, at least if you compare it to how they've been coming recently on the way home. And it was the same guy. The one with the nice looking car. And when I got in, his seat looked very wet. Because I, got in, put my seatbelt on, got my phone out, put my earphones in and all that. Then I noticed that it was wet. I was thinking, right, it's raining. I might have put my bag down on the ground at one point. And maybe that's why it's wet. But then when I got to the canteen, because lunch was only a couple minutes away from starting when we got back to my school, I noticed then that my blazer was wet, and then I noticed a couple minutes later, actually, basically my entire left side is wet. Like from the bottom of my blazer to my feet, or well, foot. So I went, shit. My water bottle leaked, didn't. It didn't leak. Well, it depends on what you kind of leaking, because it's just I forgot to close the cap. So I feel bad for ruining that man's nice looking car. I mean, I would feel bad if it were a shitty looking car, but the fact that it looks nice, it doesn't help. So the interior of the car reminded me of this bit from the Grand Tour. I was trying to find a higher quality clip of this so I can get, because it was either this, which is the first result of Richard Hammond doesn't eat ice cream, which is the only reason why I remember this scene, or I look at fucking news articles about it where it's like, hey, homophobic, or I pour through the entirety of Ink T's channel looking for him uploading it. It probably would be the jokes compilation, but that's a 35-minute video. 35-minute video. Even if I put it on double speed, I'm not sitting through all that, because that's still nearly 20 minutes. So that's what it looked like, and I ruined it, and I can only apologize. Anyway, I forgot to mention, eventually I decided to get, before I got in the taxi, to go up to the other school. Actually, I should start at the start. The bus, it got one of those near buses today, which one of those near buses which we've had a couple of times, but not often. They have less space than the old buses. So I live at the bus's second last stop. I don't know how many stops the bus makes before it gets to my stop, but when he picked up everyone at my stop, the bus was already full, and it got to the point where people were sitting on other people's laps. And then we got to the last stop before the school, and we pushed back more, but there was barely any room to breathe. And I'm not kidding when I say that. And then I didn't want to wait out in the cold anymore for the taxi, so I waited in the office, and Jack went to the office as well. And he brought me Chainsaw Man Volume 3. I started it on the bus home, but I haven't finished it. Anyway, he also said he's hopefully going to bring Volume 4 tomorrow. So, back on time. Thanks, just mentoring basically. Yeah. Hold on, I need to blow my nose. Sorry about that. In mentoring, we spent most of the time with my classroom assistant going over my timetable to prepare for when we're back after Easter. And I think the plan is that the teacher or my classroom assistant will attend some media teacher lessons, even though she doesn't have the opportunity to help me in those lessons. I don't know why I'm not gonna like I'll just continue. But it was about where the teacher or mentor asked what the weekend was like for me. So I told her about going to see John Wick, and she was like, "Finally, something you recommend that I actually want to watch." But we didn't get talking about it much because that was at the very end of the period. There's a history class that happens period after the mentoring period, so friend entered who seen John Wick with me. And I was like, "Oh, you can back me up. Wasn't John Wick good, friend?" Yeah, it's one of the only things that we can agree on, though. Like, what the fuck, man? We were just watching Peaky Blinders last night. Yeah, Peaky Blinders is a show. What about Kingsman? Anyway. Actually, no, not anyway. That's it.